to the game.
Welcome to Valley Children's Stadium in Fresno, California, home to the Fresno State Bulldogs. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Pittsburgh Panthers, taking on a team from the Sun Belt, the Fresno State Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Lined up for the opening kickoff. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Fresno State's offense will be first on the attack. And guys, any discussion about this offense has to start and end with the guy behind center.
Yeah, I mean, the quarterback, he gets the ball on every play. He's got to be the leader. He's got to be able to throw the football. So many times you see Jesse where they can run it as well, but he's the captain usually on most teams. It starts and ends with him.
Yeah, and David, the thing you love about this guy, too, is he's such a good distributor and facilitator with the football. He knows this offense like the back of his hand, and he's able to take advantage of all the different weapons they have surrounding him.
You want to stop the run game? Get the big defensive tackles in the middle, getting penetration. Those big boys eating up blocks, taking away gaps and holes for those running backs to run through.
Using his power and his sweet feet to get into the backfield quickly.
And you know you're athletic when you describe with power and sweet feet. I mean, just put those two things together and you're just pretty amazing.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Still running at the 40. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Backed up now, here's second and long. They'll send the back in motion. Back to throw, it's Mack. Bringing the heat. Makes the grab inside the 30. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Well, we knew this offense wanted to be aggressive in this game plan, and they're doing it right away in the first series, taking a shot down the field. They got the look they wanted, and what a great throw by the quarterback.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Handoff from the gun. Turning it on. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
I'm amazed by this offense. This is how you set the tone for a game. Running, throwing on the opening drive, driving it right down the field. You've just run to set yourself up now in first and goal. They are feeling it.
A first down run on the doorstep. And nowhere to go this time. Couldn't follow up the big run with another.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Fresno State.
Now third and goal and tough yardage to cover here. They'll move the tight end. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. Yard loss. Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. It's good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. Fielded in the end zone. It's Robinson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So Pittsburgh's offense will go to work for the first time. And after that performance last week, Jesse, it'll be interesting to see if they can get the big tight end as involved as he was a week ago.
He really did. He was good out in the field. He was good down near the red zone. He's a matchup problem that you know this quarterback is going to be trying to find early in this game. The defense has to have a plan for him, David. It'll be interesting to see how they try to defend him.
Right, and that's the problem. It's so hard when your best playmaker is a tight end to plan for him, because how you treat him is everything, and they can still run the football with him, and they can still throw it to him, and he's just a nightmare matchup. And you want to slow him down, like make some of those easy touches a little bit harder for him, but you know he's going to get hits.
On the option, steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4. Pitt will have to boot this one away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll start this drive from the 42. Making side adjustments here. Gets the back moving. Looking downfield. It's Mack. Snagged in the middle. It's McClain. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Yeah, great job creating space. That's what you're supposed to do. When you get man coverage, you got to find a way to get a step, make it easy for your quarterback to read that leverage, and when he drags across the field, he can see he had him. He completes it for the first down.
Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Williams. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. Wants to go up top. Finds a tight end. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. You see his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
And the Bulldogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Really nice job by the defense playing responsibility football, making sure the quarterback couldn't make any of his reads, making sure the picture is not clear, getting downhill, getting the quarterback on the ground.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal.
How many first downs is that alone, just on this drive? The defense, they keep this up, they're going to get worn out and continue to have to play more and more guys. They got to do something to change this.
That's the end of the period. Fresno State has the lead. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. A first down run in the red zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Fresno State. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. See what you hit what you see, bring your feet. Yeah, none of that happened.
Yeah, those are all great things to keep in mind, but you're also trying to tackle another grown man against his will and get him on the ground. And by the way, he wasn't having it.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Houston is currently working from behind, but how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you just never know. They're trailing by 11 to Ohio State. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Catch in the middle, it's Hicks. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. Pitt pushing the pace.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
He'll be run out of bounds, but there is a flag on the play. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. And here comes the offense on second down. Looking downfield, it's Saunders. Quick strike complete. And he'll be brought down.
Nice job by the quarterback, pre-snap and post-snap. He knew the defense was going to be playing zone coverage, and there was no doubt in his mind where he was going with that football.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. They booted away. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
Yeah, and welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
They've crossed midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. Got the first down. Looking for more. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big game for the offense.
Just going to keep it after the snap.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Picked up some yardage on the ground. Now here comes second down. The inside handoff. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that lead.
The Bulldogs trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. He'll keep it himself. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of pay dirt. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Quarterback sneaking his way, tunneling and burrowing into the line. Sneaks it in.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Bringing it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate for answers right now. Pulls and fires complete. Sweet spin. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a 1st down. Pitt right back to the line.
That might be the play that turns the momentum in this game, right? They're getting blown out right now on the scoreboard. It's late in the half. They've got to come away with a touchdown, but that might be the guy you need to keep going back to in the passing game to get yourself back in this game.
Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
Man, this offense, they needed that one in the worst way, right? They're getting blown out in this game so far, and as we get close to halftime, they've got to be able to put a good drive together. They've got to be able to come away with a touchdown here, close the gap a little bit going into the second half.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. To the air, it's Saunders. Finds his tight end. Nowhere to go and not much to show for that one. Third and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on fourth down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Pitt will line up to punt it away. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. Basically everything they've tried has worked, scoring a couple of touchdowns and a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Going right to work up top. Catch in the middle, it's Williams.
And one of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And the Bulldogs come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Motion from the wide receiver. This is a designed run. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. It'll be third and short from their own 33. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down. Mark it at the 40.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They'll give it to him again. Picks up the first down, still moving. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half.
Well, right away after picking up a first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back, and I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
Fresno State right back to the line. The play action fake.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
From 55 yards out, and he's got it. Never a doubt. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. Looking for an alley from inside his own 20. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a terrific scene there today in Fresno. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify.
He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4th downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
I love the job here by the linebacker. He just kind of floats and he's shuffling and he's waiting to see which way the quarterback's going to go with the football. Not able to snag it out of the air, but hey, batting it away, it's a big-time play.
Off the play fake. He'll off one deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Pitt will have to boot this one away. He's getting plenty of work. 4th time we've seen this guy punt it today. Hauls it in, looking for space. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. They'll give it to the back. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Back to throw, it's Mack. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They've got him now. He almost picked up that first down on the screen. The Bulldogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short.
Nice job by the defense on that play, sniffing out the screen pass. They had their eye on the ball. They were able to rally to the running back, gain of no yards.
Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now...
Grabs it inside the 10. He makes the catch. He's knocked down immediately, but they'll have a goal-to-go situation from the 8.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the 3rd quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige when you've got the playmakers you have offensively. Just keep chucking it.
He'll do it himself. And he'll be shoved out of bounds right at the 4-yard line.
You know, as a quarterback, when you're doing this zone read play, you got to read that defensive end. If he crashes down hard inside to take the running back away, right away you know now you're keeping the football. Nice job by the quarterback.
Moving toward the end zone, and the ball is free. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. The offense starts in the shadow of its own end zone.
And when you're on defense and it's wet and it's rainy, you know exactly what time it is. That ball gets a little heavier. It gets a little slicker. You're trying to get to that thing. You know you get your hand on it. There's a good chance it's coming out. Nice job by the defense forcing it with the assist from the weather.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake it.
There he goes. Oh, he got loose. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier. Pitt pushing the pace.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
Off the play fake on first down. Rushes on him. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Saunders. That's caught. It's gone. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Caught behind the line. It's gone. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Working well behind the sticks on second down.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Hey, man, I played with Tiki Barber and the Giants, Frank Gore and the 49ers, LaDainian Tomlinson in the Senior Bowl. These guys wanted to catch passes in our offense. Even though they knew sometimes they were the third or fourth read in the progression, they were hoping I was going to throw them a football, and he just...
Deep shot for the end zone. And he makes the grab in the back of the end zone, and the officials are all over it, signaling incomplete. He was out of bounds. Pitt will line up to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it? You didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, Dave."
No, that's not what he said. He said, "You're doing a great job. Just keep your head up." Yeah, he got blasted. You got to hold on to the football, Palmer. Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense down on that last drive. So you know that guy's eager and anxious to come out here and make a play.
So now it's 2nd and long. Might be changing the route. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. That's reeled in. It's right. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Second down coming up. To the air. It's Mack. Quick completion on the out. Finds a crease at the 20. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And that's a good lesson for quarterbacks out there. When you're throwing to your running backs, if you get it to them early and they've got some space around them, they can do damage. And that's exactly what happened there. These guys are trained to be great once they have the ball in their hands. He makes people miss. He shows you the speed, and it's a big chunk play in the pass game.
He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better.
That's a fumble on the play. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
On back-to-back drives, this offense can't get out of their own way. They fumble again. Man, a lot of times you get fired when you fumble. This is another guy. Like, they're going to have to fire the whole team if they keep this pace going.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They send the tight end in motion. And back to the air on 2nd down. This time it's complete. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Pitt right back to the line. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. And he's going to go backwards, and they force a 4th down. What a play by this defensive front. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Pitt will have to boot this one away. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. He makes a fair catch just outside his own 10 at the 11-yard line. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. Ball security always paramount. That football must be riveted to your rib cage, Jesse, and it wasn't last time.
And look, he knows if that happens again, he's going to find himself on the sideline. So this is going to be a dude very motivated to make some plays on this drive.
Yeah, and I think it's frustrating, but you got to put it behind you. You got to move on. And this offense has to go through him anyways. You got to be able to run the football and have some balance.
That's the end of the quarter, guys, and Fresno State is on top. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Trying play action. Looking to scramble. Got the first down. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact.
And that's a big reason why this offense is so dangerous. If they get the lead, because of this guy's scrambling ability, they can just close the door, put that foot on your throat, and not take it off. Nobody was open that time. It looked like he was going to get sacked, and he just very nonchalantly was able to buy himself some time, gets outside, uses his speed, picks up the first down. The offense stays on the field. They've already got the lead, and now they're just bleeding this clock away.
And the Bulldogs can really attack on this second and short. To the air, it's Mack. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
The Bulldogs come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Got it in the middle. It's right. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the fourth quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it.
Breaks into the open. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
You got to love how they just continue to do what they do. It's the fourth quarter. You got a lead. There's no reason to get conservative. We're a passing offense. Great job on first down. Better job on second down. This offense continuing to stay in a rhythm.
They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. Pulled down after a pickup of 5, but they knocked that defense back, and they've got it down to the 34. Now facing a third and long. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw, it's Mack. Finds his man, it's Williams. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
Some room, headed to the goal line. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the first down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
We've seen this guy have tons of success. He had over 100 yards right before that run, but defense gets the better of him there. Nice job of adjusting up front, and good job being physical by that D-line too.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Looks as if he's going to run it. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And the punishment has been extended.
And with that score, you start to get excited because you can feel the momentum starting off 2-0. I mean, you got to finish this one off, but there's a great chance you're going to. But this season has started just like you wanted it to. Now just keep climbing. See how high we can get in these rankings.
He'll bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. A quick pass to the left. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't get any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the...
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And how about this defense? They got the donut going. And here's one thing I'll tell you about the donut. Late in the game, you're talking about on the field. We want to finish this thing and keep that 0 on the scoreboard. No matter who's in the game, who we've rotated, everybody's trying to get a 0 up there.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They'll run play action. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
And now, and if this offense could go back, they'd be like, throw it away. You know, don't take the sack earlier in the downs because the scramble now puts you in a good 4th down situation. Interested to see what this offense does, but they got to stay away from those negative plays.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. And the Panthers come to the line with a new set of downs. Got it behind the line. It's Smith. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They're going to run it. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. Here on 3rd down, will they go back to the running game? Looking for a man. It's Saunders. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Big man has it, it's a 1st down and more. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense, not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. Caught in the backfield, it's Hicks. Oh, he's got some space. Finally brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 15 yards on the play, and they've got a first down. The Panthers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. The throw to the outside is complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Got the completion on the last play, still some work to do on second down. It's a lost cause, but they keep fighting. Unleashes one deep. And the pass will be incomplete, looking for a little window dressing at the end, but the ball game is over. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to